stalls. Status orders, and off they go for the running of the mystical million as they settle down to race. Hitting the front is North Winds from Manzoni, Sir Lancelot. They are all making the runs simultaneously at the 1400 meter mark as they go past it at the moment. Behind them will be Nicolini, being joined towards the railing by North Winds. In between runners is Mighty Red. Hokkaido is the one which is in close attendance. Streaming Gold as they are heading towards the 1000 meter marker. HN is a close last. They travel towards the far corner, and up there in front is Speaking of Stars from Sir Lancelot. That's the 1 and 2 at the far corner. Manzoni is the one which is hugging the rails. Then comes Nicolini in close attendance. Mighty Red comes the next. North Wind is the one which is traveling one off the fence. Being joined on the outside, traveling about 3 deep off the fence is Hokkaido. Streaming Gold and HN is the one which is keeping company as they are heading towards the 700 meter marker. They go past it at the moment, and not much of an appreciable change in the order as they travel towards the 600, and it's Speaking of Stars, close to about 2 to the head of Manzoni. Sir Lancelot has already been niggled at the stage, being joined on the outside by Nicolini. North Winds comes the next, and traveling even more wide on the outside is Hokkaido as they straighten for the final run. And Speaking of Stars comes on first as that commanding lead about 2.5 to 3 in front of Manzoni. Then comes North Winds, they have been followed by Hokkaido. Then comes Mighty Red. Nicolini is the one which is shifted towards the inner, but inside the final 150 meters, and it's Speaking of Stars has that sizable lead by about a length and a quarter to 2 in front of North Winds, almost on the far corner, but it's up there in front is Speaking of Stars from North Winds. Speaking of Stars, North Winds, that's the 1 and 2. They have been followed by Mighty Red, Hokkaido. Nicolini comes the next, Streaming Gold. They have been followed by Manzoni, HN, and ending up last was Lancelot.
Your attention please. The top favorite for the 5th race is horse number 9, Nicolini.